Twitter is still having major challenges in producing revenues, and it's difficult to know where they will come from in future. They've announced in May 2009 that they will launch a series of new business tools by the autumn, which will include things like analytics. What they don't seem to want to be charging for is the obvious things where people might be made to pay for, let's say, following more than 2,000 people, or indeed broadcasting to more than 10,000 people. At the moment, of course, that would be a quick way to kill off the meteoric rise of Twitter, which in some senses is an illusion, given that 60% of new Twitter users don't seem to continue after a month. At least that was the survey result from April. So what can we expect in future? There are plenty of opportunities for Twitter to innovate, and the fact of the matter is that Twitter is so overwhelmed with its 40 staff just keeping pace with the sheer mechanics of keeping this platform going with hundreds of millions of posts, that there's really very little creativity going on in comparison to the kind of things that we're seeing other people provide. If you look at the extraordinary proliferation of different programs, utilities, add-ons, and different ways of managing your Twitter account, things like TweetDeck, for example, many of these things are obvious things which could quite easily be built into the main Twitter machine, but they haven't been. The Twitter machine itself is relatively intact. It has changed very little over the last few months. And Twitter itself is losing ground for that reason. Because while you and I may be using the Twitter platform, we may not necessarily actually be visiting Twitter site anymore. It may be that we're using different applications to run our Twitter accounts, whether to find new followers, whether to track people who are talking to us, whether to handle our replies, archive what we've done in the past, and so on. So Twitter needs to watch out, or it's going to find itself outmaneuvered at every point. And in the meantime, there are plenty of other people like Facebook, Google, and others who will want to steal some of this action, and indeed they're trying to right now.